What up, all you truth seekers? Keith here for another installment. As you might be able to see, there's no fish in my tank right now, except for some shrimp. They all got ick, and I pretty much lost them all, and I can tell you why, and I can maybe help you let the same thing not happen to you. So anyway, moving on. Ick is a protozoan. What ends up happening basically is your fish get so stressed out that they end up losing their slime coat, and this parasite that is pretty much everywhere is able to actually attach to your fish. When this parasite actually attaches to your fish, it forms into a cyst, which is what you see is that white little thing on there. At that point, it starts eating their skin, which causes irritation. And this is where you can, before it even forms the cyst part, that you might be able to see that your fish have ick is because they'll stop eating, they'll lose their appetite. Schooling fish might stop schooling or begin to hide a lot. They will rub themselves up against the rocks, and you'll be able to see like scratch marks almost. Where they're scratching themselves up against things, decor and everything else. Once this happens, there's not much you can do because medication's hard to penetrate through those. It's actually not to the point where they fall off and they form these little, they are called, they're like these little parasites, basically, hundreds of them, and they make the ick spread. Now it's on to that stage that you can use these ick medications that you can get, which contain, Malachi green, methylene blue, and copper, like a type of copper that you can put in these tanks to treat these. The only thing is now, if you have just a regular community tank, you can treat that. With ick medication, you have to remove all your media, and you do it for about a week. And you do good water changes on your tank and everything until it goes away, hopefully. Now, if you have a planted tank or a shrimp tank, in my case, you can't really do that because shrimp are okay with the methylene, or not the methylene, the Malachi green, but anything else will pretty much kill them. So, the best way to really do it, and I suggest everyone's, because using those medications, one, can dye your tubing and your decor, and they can actually stress your fish out. The best thing to do really is raise your temperature. Some fish like goldfish and the white mountain minnows and skirts, tetras and stuff like that can't really have the temperature too high. Raising anything will help though. 84 is where I usually try to go. What ended up happening with mine was I actually put an extra heater even in there, and I couldn't get the temperature past 82. So they all still died. Luckily for me, shrimp can't get ick because they have a hard shell. And, so I don't have to worry about that. I am still going to do a bunch of water changes, though, and try to help. Anyway, when you raise the temperature, you have to make sure you up your airflow because you don't want to suffocate your fish. It actually makes their metabolism raise and everything else, which, is a good thing, but at the same time, they use a lot more oxygen. So I suggest adding either more an air stone, or an extra power head maybe to just get some aeration in there. Really, that's the best way is, do that for a week and do a water change, 30 to 40% water change a day for a week. If you don't, try to get rid of your substrate. If you have a planted tank, it's good to have a hospital tank where you can take your fish otherwhere and treat them. I think that's about all I can possibly help you out on that one. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave me a comment, and I hope it gives you guys some help on how to treat your ick problem, and hopefully the same thing doesn't happen to you. It's all trial and error. I lost like $40 worth of tetras, but it's kind of point of learning, I guess. I've had ick and problems before. I just haven't really treated it with a plant or shrimp tank. Yeah, hopefully I'll figure it out. You guys have a great day, and until next time, keep seeking that truth.